This is your boy Shelby from Role Model Records, all the way from Toronto, also known as the Six. Right now, you are watching KETV. Keep it locked.
What's up, world? It's your main man Victorious, and of course, we're here at the Kingdom Experience. I'm on KETV with my main man Kerry, and also I have Chopay all the way from Canada. Yo, it must be something in the water in Canada, because every MC I know has a verbal prowess. Can you kind of talk about what the scene is like in Canada?
Yeah, man. And for those who don't know, like in Toronto, the training of rap starts early. You know what I mean? So by the time you're 2 years old, your parents throw you into the wilderness.
Right.
You got to live out there with no jackets, no jackets. You got to hunt your food.
Wow.
I don't know if I think that was when I knew that like I really had to fend for myself. I think that's when the bars came to me. You know?
Okay.
I think it was about like year four.
All right.
Living that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized, you know what, nothing comes easy, so you gotta work for it. No, but in all honesty, I don't know what it is, man. Like, Toronto is, I think I know what it is. I think Toronto is such a beautifully diverse city.
Mm-hmm.
So many different people from so many different cultures are there that you just learn to, I guess, interact with different people. Your story is so multi-layered and so has so many different aspects to it that you just grow up as a person who just by nature has to learn how to communicate well to different types of people.
Wow.
And I just naturally bring that into my music. So yeah, I think that has something to do with it.
I think so too. And in Canada, it is a diverse culture. And of course, you not only have a broad spectrum of secular MCs, you have a whole bunch of up and coming now kingdom rappers. Can you kind of tell us about some of those?
Absolutely. So I think one of the most notable names that people know about is Promise. A really good friend of mine, also from the city, really talented. A couple of young cats coming up. Shout out to Badu, Lord Badu. His name is actually Lord. A lot of cats don't know about him yet, but he's one of those cats in the city who has like mad potential.
Wow.
And he's just like really super Christ-centered, super humble brother. Sort of like just schooling him and helping him out a little bit. Rob Purpose is another homie, really good friend of mine. So I mean, the city is just ripe with so many different artists. You got, of course, Julian, the whole Role Model Records camp, myself, Drew Julian. You got Nebula, you got Nifty, you got Promise, as I mentioned. You got a whole slew of cats who just love the Lord and are really dope at making music. And I
thought for a moment you was gonna leave Drew out, and I was like, wait a minute. Of course not Drew. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you've been doing this for a real long time, and this is not the first time that I've actually met you and had the honor of your acquaintance here at the South by. So kind of give us a history of Chopay in a nutshell. Just kind of tell us what you did, where you came from, and also what you're doing.
Right, absolutely. So those who don't know, I'm actually an immigrant. Like, it sounds funny, but I was born in Nigeria, West Africa. Shout out to my Africans out there, my Nigerians. Moved to Canada at the age of 11. Came to faith at the age of 14 through just, I feel like a supernatural encounter. The Lord saved my heart. And then it was about that time that I really started getting into hip hop, really, right? Just close to my salvation, because I grew up with hip hop, but I didn't really grow up with hip hop. It's kind of like Africa, like it's a very different culture.
Right.
So I came to faith, and then I discovered rappers like Truth had a big influence on me when I first came to faith, and was just speaking my language, challenging my heart. I mean, the whole Reach, CMR, Latin Mode Camp, and even out west, the Gospel Gangsters, etc. And I just loved the music so much for what it was doing for me. You know what I mean? It was sort of giving me a soundtrack to my life, encouraged me to grow in my faith, and I literally loved it so much that I had this random idea. Maybe I can create this thing. I don't know where that thought. Well, I mean, in retrospect, it came from the Lord. But like prior to that moment, I never thought about rapping. I never thought about singing in any kind of professional sense. I was in the arts. I danced and I acted, but I wasn't really thinking music. And then I just tried my hands at it, and lo and behold, I had this gift that I didn't know about up until that point. So that was at the age of 14. Spent probably the first 6 years after discovering my gift just staying in-house.
Right.
I wasn't really looking to perform elsewhere because I didn't know if that's what I wanted to pursue. I didn't know if that's what the Lord wanted me to do. I didn't want to just do it just because my church members were saying I was good at it. So I spent about 6 years sort of honing my craft, seeking the Lord if this is what I should pursue. And then at the age of 20, which was 6 years ago, I decided, you know what, I think this is what I'm called to do. So I actually stopped pursuing medicine. I was supposed to become a doctor.
Wow.
Yeah. I stopped pursuing medicine.
I'm sure they've been on the video. Mom, Dad, hey, listen, I'm gonna rap. I'm not gonna be a doctor.
No more. Yeah, you can imagine how that conversation would be hard in any family. But then imagine that coming from an African household.
I bet it
right. So, but then like as time has gone on, the Lord has just been so good in that He's opened up my parents' hearts and they really encourage and support me in what I do. And then so at the age of 20, which was about 6 years ago, I officially like started doing music, and it's been 6 years of just grinding, growing, and the Lord just opening up doors, us being faithful with the very little that we have, and then Him just sort of rewarding that with more and more opportunities. Amen. So hence now I'm at South by Southwest, third time performing at South by Southwest, and so I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to keep doing what I believe I was made to do.
Amen, amen, and I feel that too. For those of you who may not be familiar with him, I'm super familiar with him, and every time I've met him, he had a humble heart, a servant spirit, and he's a good brother. So be on the lookout for Role Model Records, Chopay, and make sure if you're around the Austin area during the time of the South by Southwest, the Kingdom Experience, make sure you make your way out. If not, tell them where they can find more information about you.
Absolutely. I'm all over the interwebs, man. At All of Chopay, so ALLOFSHOPE. That's me on Instagram, that's me on Facebook, that's me on SoundCloud, that's me on Twitter, that's me on everywhere. And I've also started doing this like really amazing thing. More than just giving up my social media information, I like to personally connect with every single person who's interested in my music. So I've started giving away my cell phone number. And if you're serious and you want to connect with me, I literally have conversations with my fans. And that number is +1 647 560 1701. So 1-647-560-1701. And you can actually talk to me on the one. Like in Toronto, that's like we're saying one-on-one. You can actually get at me and we can connect that way. So yeah, man, stay up. Got a lot of good music coming out very shortly and a lot more to come. So,
wow, he did the Mike Jones thing. He just gave you his number. So call him if you're really interested.
Absolutely.
And talk. First of all, he's married. So understand, call him if you're interested in talking about music ministry.
Right.
Not just music, but music ministry.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, like I had to go ahead and do this. Hey, thank you guys for watching KETV with your main man Victorious Kingdom Experience 2016. And you can catch us at #KE2016, or you can connect with me at Victorious, Victorious52 on IG, and Victorious of the Warriors ATX on Facebook. I'm out of here, man. Peace.